What up, people? You are now tuned in to the one and only,
The greatest.
the greatest, the new podcast Gloves Off. I'm your co-host John Albert. Alongside of me is the world famous,
Infamous.
infamous Corey Frazier, and of course our special guest, who gonna always keep it real, Coach Pat. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
All I gotta say, who allowed this to happen?
Hey, listen, man, y'all don't sound excited enough. You know what
I
I'm saying? And
can we
maybe
curse?
you can say whatever you want to say. We own this.
Yeah.
See, this the beauty. You can say whatever you want to say. Now, this is what I suggest in my previous shows when I do stuff like podcasts. We have what you call a cuss jar. So every time that you curse or say something completely outlandish, you owe the show $1. Can we agree? Can we all agree on that?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get my
fill
money
mine
right.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying what I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. It is it is great for sure to get, you know what I'm saying, two St. Louis guys, you know what I'm saying, on the same platform to be able to talk about not just basketball, but professional sports, high school sports, college sports, you name it. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be gloves off. And when I say gloves off, I'm saying it for a reason. So, you know, a lot of people probably will get a little in their feelings per se about what's said on the podcast. But look, don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it and say they speaking what the real is, because a lot of things need to be said. A lot of stuff goes unsaid because people are scared to say it. But here on this platform with gloves off, we ain't afraid. All right, so it's gonna be said. Um, our first topic is kind of a breaking news from yesterday. But somebody that's close to all of us that we know very very well, Bradley Beal headed to the LA Clippers after a buyout from the Phoenix Suns. We all know his time in Phoenix wasn't the best or the greatest, in my opinion, just from watching it. Um, but of course, we need you know Frage and Pat. What's y'all take on what y'all see in the situation?
I'm gonna let Pat go because
Um, Good for him. Uh, Good for him, man. I was a little shocked when he initially uh took the trade to go there, even though I'm a huge uh Kevin Durant fan. But I never thought him and Booker would match. I think they're two of the same players, and I just never thought that they would mix together because you know both kind of ball dominant guards, both need the ball. KD is a guy that gets the ball. He's really efficient. Doesn't have to have a lot of touches. But Booker is more of a rhythm guy. If he's not in rhythm, he's going to keep shooting to find his rhythm. Brad is somewhat of the same. So I never thought it was a good idea. On paper, it looked good because Brad was averaging well over 20 points. So it looked like a good idea. And then personalities, I didn't think it was going to work. I used to call Corey all the time and say, like, yo, one of them guys need to go. And I would always tell him, like, they look way better with this guy ain't on the floor. So I never liked Book and Brad together. Never made sense.
Got you. So in this deal, in the buyout, the Suns pretty much had to pay him 99 million
That's
in
right.
his buyout, and he's going to get close to 11 million in his move to the Clippers. Corey, when you look at this, how do you analyze the moves that was made to make this happen?
let's go back with the whole bucket situation. It is amazing why you would bring a talent like Brad Beal and Kevin Durant into a situation where it was never going to be about Kevin Durant and Brad Beal. it was always going to be about Devin Booker. So that oil and water was never going to mix. That's number one. If I had it my way, if I was Brad, I'd have got up out of there after the first year when you saw this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the moves that they did to make it happen, I think it's fitting. It works for Brad. It allows him to go to a place and have some opportunity to play beside Kawhi Leonard. And they just got um, a veteran point guard, you know what I'm saying, and Chris Paul. So it's the last hurrah for Chris Paul, but I think it's a good move overall. And I see what the Clippers are building. But I like what the Clippers are building because T. Lue is a Missouri guy, Brad's a Missouri guy. Chris Paul has always been respected as one of the best point guards of all time. Kawhi Leonard has won championships. So they're gonna make some noise in the West. It's gonna take a little bit to gel, but it's gonna be some heartache starting.
My
Not
only
You
problem
said
with
no?
not with
yeah,
number one at the point. No,
yeah.
sir.
You
Not with
don't
the
like
bird.
why you don't like him at
Not
the
with the
point?
bird. We taking
His,
the gloves off, right?
No,
his
no.
beard just like yours. You just got gray in it, Pat.
The bird,
That's,
yeah, but I don't wet the bed when it's time to show, baby.
but
I
I
get it
think
done.
that's why Chris Paul helps. Now, in my personal opinion, take him off the ball. Take the
Chris
beard
Paul's
off
not
the
going to finish
ball.
the season. Great guy, love him. He's not going to finish the season.
So hold
He
up,
never
Chris
does.
Paul to the Clippers too.
Yes, it just happened.
He's not going to finish the season.
Okay, so listen, here's a problem with this though, because I'm looking at what LA has. All right, the Clippers, I might add, they got Brooke Lopez, right?
Who?
Yep.
Brooke Lopez is
He's going to back
37
up
years
Zubac.
old.
He's going to
Zubac.
back up Zubac.
That's a good backup.
That's a good
Okay,
backup.
but he's 37 years old,
Hold
right?
up. Ain't no what center in the league
Ain't
is
no age no more, man. The
yeah,
best players in the
Lonnie
league
Back.
are old.
Okay, here's the problem with this. Most of the teams that are competing now are young, man. Look at OKC, man. Them guys are young. These guys, listen, Clippers, when you look at the Clippers, you talking about 37, 35, 32, 34, 36, and Chris Paul is what, 38, 30, 39, 38?
Chris Paul 40. He'll be 40.
Make it even worse. So
He
you
ain't
Yeah,
got
talking
but when
about
you
he,
look up,
he,
you talking about assembling a team
but
pretty
look
much
up the West.
that would have looked like what the Lakers tried to do when they had Gary
Gary
Payton.
Payton.
Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
but
Like,
look at this
them
though.
boys gonna be on walkers in a minute.
Damn,
Okay, when you look at the rest of the West, got Ant Man, right? His point guard is old as Chris Paul.
true.
But
Mike
they trading
Conley.
him, right?
Oh, Mike
No,
Conley.
Michael Conley ain't going nowhere.
They can't afford to move Mike Conley when Rob is not ready yet.
Rob Dillingham not ready. They got a 38-year-old point guard.
They call him
Rudy
40.
Gobert.
Call it what it is.
Rudy
He 40.
Gobert. Rudy Gobert ain't 10. He ain't 10 no more. He a little long in the tooth, right?
Uh,
Did they have Caldwell Pope over? Was Caldwell Pope there?
He gone.
he gone.
Yes. So like, nobody's playing young people because young people don't know how to play, man. It's all based on potential.
Oh,
Nobody's
don't do
playing them
that, Pat.
kids, man.
Don't put that slander on the YNs like that, man. Don't
Man,
put that
listen.
don't put that
I'm
slander
gonna
on
tell
them
you.
guys like
I'm
that, man.
I'm gonna tell I'm gonna tell you how much they don't care about young people. The Clippers let Shaq Gildress go for a bag of Frito chips and an Emo's pizza.
Hey,
They
that's
let
a
the
hell of a soundbite. And we gotta make sure we
right.
cut that one. Because I'm
Hey
telling you
man,
right.
Listen,
first of all, I'm
listen.
hungry as
Hold
hell.
on,
He just said emos.
hold
That
on.
made me even hungrier.
Yeah, my bad. Take that back. I ain't from a flatbread pizza. But also, here's another thing that we talking about youth. Sam Presti had three MVPs on one team. Three future MVPs on one team. One of them was an MVP, and he let James Harden go for what $250,000 or $500,000 over 4 years or something to that degree.
Yeah, they
let
wanted
him
him out of there
walk,
because he hold the ball too long and he wet the bed when it come to
right?
play.
They let Kevin Durant walk. They was young. The point that I'm making is for all of the fuss that we make about young players, nobody really invests in them when it comes to wins and losses. If you're trying to win, you can get the top guy. Listen, if
Okay.
if the number one draft pick this year goes to Dallas and Kyrie and them get going when they all healthy and he don't fit in, watch what happens. They ain't gonna force him. They're gonna hey, sit on down and try and go get this chip.
Uh, I don't
Who's
disagree
on?
with that. And now here's the kicker though, because there's been talks about, and this is not to really change the subject, but there's been talks about LeBron partnering up with Kyrie and AD
Boo.
in Dallas.
Hey, man,
Boo.
I'm gonna say it. It's time to go to sleep on this. I don't care where LeBron James go at this point, but don't send him to mess up somebody else stuff.
You think he mess up teams?
What you think they're gonna do with him?
That ain't what I asked you.
Do I think
When
he
I
mess
asked
up
you,
teams?
this is glove.
He's,
This
he's,
is this is gloves off.
he's
I
going
think?
to go back to Cleveland.
Thank
Do
you.
you think he mess up teams?
Yes.
He's going to go back to Cleveland.
If he go back to
And
Cleveland, I guarantee you they win a world title.
if he go to Cleveland,
If you go to Cleveland with them young boy, I guarantee you they win it.
who they gonna sit down?
What you mean? Who they gonna sit? Somebody gonna have to go sit down and be the sixth man of the
They're
year.
not going to sit over
I'm
Evan
just asking
Mobley
who they gonna
down,
shut
man.
down.
You're gonna take Evan Mobley and put him on the bench?
I doubt it.
I
So
doubt it.
so
Oh, my
if
bad. Curse Levert. Is Curse Levert there?
he come off the bench, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
not sitting
so
down Darius.
oh my God, I don't have my computer by me.
I'm,
So their
I'm
starting
not
lineup
sitting
is
down
Darius,
Darius
Donovan,
or Mitchell.
Jared,
I'm not sitting
Edmond.
down.
Who is that other guy?
Like, why would you take the ball out of their hands so he can hold the ball? Like, it don't make sense. And if I'm
And
Dallas,
neither one of them are spot up shooters.
so here's what happens. You get if he goes to Dallas, right? That hurts Cooper Flag. That hurts a lot of people in that rotation at that 4 spot, right? Yeah, we know Kyrie down and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, when that man is healthy, he's pretty doggone good. I just
Here's a
don't think
question:
I don't think he fits what they doing.
does Anthony Davis want to play with LeBron, knowing that Anthony Davis feels that
He,
LeBron
he gonna say yeah.
was
He gonna
behind
say
the trade?
he gonna say yeah.
LeBron
It's a
wasn't
good
behind the
question, though.
trade though. We all know
He
that.
said he knew, though. He said he knew, right?
He didn't know nothing.
Anthony
Matter of
Davis
fact,
has come.
listen,
Anthony Davis has come out like I
it
kind of
is
think he knew.
it is very clear that he didn't know, and LA wanted to do it behind his back and say,
Oh,
hey,
they trying to get him up out of there.
yeah. So I don't
LA,
think they
LA,
told I don't
yeah.
think they told him anything. I really believe that they was just like,
But
we
we
don't at
know
this point,
LA's made a point in saying, hey, this about to be Luka team. Like it's like, hey, what you doing? How much longer you gonna be here?
yeah.
It's time for you to go.
Well,
I
you know
agree.
he left Miami years ago with some cookies, right?
So the starting 5 for the Cavaliers is Darius, Donovan, Max Strus, Evan Mobley,
Oh, that's it.
Allen.
So they can bring Max off the bench. He can fill that role with LeBron.
He could be a 6 man, but I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't give. I'm
and he's
not.
a catch and shoot guy.
I'm
And,
not bringing him back to Cleveland. I'm sorry.
and,
I'm just
and
not.
this is just a circle back. Even though we kind of slided towards LeBron, this kind of makes it full circle when we talking about the Clippers and
Right.
what they have. A bunch of elder guys. I'm not gonna call them
Man,
old.
stop calling them dudes elders, man. They
All right, my
still
bad. My bad. But if Brad is the youngest guy on the team, you don't think they old? Brad is the youngest. Is the youngest guy in the starting 5. You
Yeah,
don't
but
think
they
they
got a
old?
lot of playoff. But they got a lot of
they got a lot
playoff
of playoff
experience.
experience. I agree with that.
A whole lot.
They got
But they better
they got a
have some
lot
young.
of
Who
postseason
They
was the
experience.
better have
starting
some
5
young
for the
guns
Clippers
coming off
this
their
past
bench to be able to score the ball off their bench. That's
the
that's
this
that's,
past
that's
year?
all I'm saying.
Clippers
But
starting
Huh?
5.
you said what?
Clippers starting 5 was who?
James Harden, Kawhi. Oh, you talking about last year? Norman
Yeah, this
Powell,
past year.
James Harden,
Oh, they
Kawhi Leonard.
Norman.
Yeah.
He was their most consistent basketball player
Yeah, but they traded him knowing that they was gonna go after Brad.
with the intent. Okay.
Yeah. So they sent him to Miami, and they got some pieces for him from Miami for him.
Hey, listen, man. They calling them the LA Unks, man.
That's all right.
Not
When
the
they whoop,
Clippers.
when they start whooping people ass, we ain't gonna be no ump. I like the Clippers for the simple fact T. Lue over there.
All right. Well, we can't spend the whole show on this, so
That's okay. We're
we,
gonna
we
come back.
gotta we gotta kind of fast track to our
I'm happy
next
Brad
topic.
getting a fresh start
Um,
because
which
playing over there with them guys that made Brad look like he was the weak link. And he carried the franchise by himself for 10 years, and he go over there, he looked like he can't play. So I'm glad he got an opportunity to get away from him. Because the other team went to the championship, fired the coach, made all these changes, and this one particular person is still in position and ain't nothing changed. So take that with you.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
And I went to watch them in the championship.
Okay, I'll give you that. Um, our next topic, we go. This is danger zone. I must say that this one right here is probably the most talked about topic when it comes to the St. Louis culture of basketball. You know, it's the who's who of
Really,
basketball. It's
you
the
really got to do this, man.
we really got to do this because
Let the people.
listen, we got to do it because it needs to be done. Now, what I would say is this:
I'm gonna need security.
you're gonna need security after this, and I'm gonna need security. But hey, here's the thing, though: I never cared about security. I say a lot, and it is what comes from it comes from it. But what I would say is this: the top 20, I'm gonna say 25 to 50, but we really only doing 25. All right, men's basketball players of all time to come out of St. Louis. All right.
I the,
And here's the one thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna bring up some names today and we're gonna talk about it, right? But I think we're gonna let the city
We
create the
the
criteria.
the metropolitan area, meaning St. Louis East Side or
St.
just
Louis,
St. Louis.
St. Louis and East Side.
It's a lot of St. Louis guys gonna get bumped.
so I think allowing everybody else to kind of dictate the criteria. Some of the criteria I wrote down was like state championship, Gatorade Player of the Year, All State, All Metro, Metro Player of the Year, NCAA, what you do when you was in college, and then did you play pro, whether it was overseas or in the NBA. I think all of those have to be considered. So that way, ain't no goalpost moving, none of that. So,
But
Pat, I,
here's the thing though. I
Like
think
that.
you don't
I
like that?
yeah.
No,
No, because and this is the thing though. So when you talk about criteria, it's a lot of guys that are going to fit into the state championship all state criteria, right?
That don't
Yeah,
mean they get on the bus.
I agree. All right. And there's some guys that don't fit in none of them criteria that was just a better basketball player than them.
Okay.
However, they didn't get the same just due because of what school they went to or where they were at. And
that's right.
so that's gonna be the tricky part when it comes to when this come out. Let's keep it funky. When this come out and people see it, people are gonna be like, damn, how I ain't make the list? Like I could probably name you 5 or 6 people right now that gonna scratch their head. You gonna scratch their head and be like, I can give you one right now. I give you a prime example right now who ain't gonna make the top 25 or even top 50. Corey Sims out of Normandy.
Bullshit.
He
So
not
so
gonna make the
here's
top.
what I
I
He
think
not
Corey
gonna,
Sims one of the best
no
players I've seen.
yeah,
okay,
I can understand why he wouldn't make the list though.
that's what
So
I'm talking about.
Well, I'm here
so
to
here's the
argue
thing.
for
It
people
ain't
who
win
No,
nothing.
but hold on, but
that's
listen.
fine.
But listen. Here's in my opinion, I think how we should do it. I think we should take maybe 10 schools and take the top 5 out of every school because you can't
Nah,
have. Listen, listen, listen.
I'm listening.
You can't exclude a Corey because he didn't win state championship and put a guy that scored that went to state championship and then win. You can't make a list. You got a guy. I'm going to throw a guy out. You can't make a list of best players in the area and don't mention a guy like Chris P at U City.
I forgot about Chris.
Mm.
See,
That's the
because
point
the
we're
only
talking
thing we
about,
do.
though.
That's why I'm saying if you
But
take the
but,
top 5 guys
but
out of
here's the thing,
normally
though.
Corey Sims is in that conversation. If you
Okay,
take the top
but
5 guys out of Hazelwood Central, you're gonna get them. If you take the top 5, and we go city and
uh,
county, if you take the top
we
5,
ain't
you can get
we ain't. I'm
them. Hey,
sorry. I'm sorry, Pat. Coach Pat. We ain't letting the city off the hook like that.
True.
All right,
no,
because
you won't let the city off the hook because if
hey,
you only pick 5 guys from Vashon, you're gonna piss a whole lot of people off, Mr. Vashon.
but guess
Yeah,
what?
if you can only get 5,
He
But
can't.
but guess what?
hmm?
He can't.
I'm
At the
listening.
end of the day, it's probably maybe 5 or 6 guys only that should be on the list.
No, I got two. I got 2 guys that'll make this list that'll exclude anything past 87.
Let me hear it.
Shotgun and pistol. Period.
Mm.
Look at that boy face.
See?
Hey,
See?
you know what? You know what's
See?
crazy? You know what's
See?
crazy?
Huh?
T-Boy was really the first original though.
See, man?
T-Boy, not T-Man. He went to
Yeah, but the
K-State.
first, the, but the first, the one that bought that pipeline for KU
Was yeah,
was Altonio.
I know. You know who else name is Antonio?
Yeah, the
He was
coach.
named.
That's
He
where he
was
got
named.
the name.
That's where he got the name. That's where he got the name from.
He was named after Uncle Gun, buddy. So what I'm saying is,
I would say this, man. It's kind of got
mm-hmm.
it's kind of like when you do the top 75 in the NBA. It's some people that's just not gonna be on the list, man, and that's okay. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
But it's all
You can do.
subjective. What
You
I'm
could.
saying is, it's
It's
all
all
subjective.
subjective. It's all subjective, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there could be an honorable mention. I'm willing to go that far to say,
Don't put me on no goddamn honorable mention. Put me on the list. Like I don't
Listen,
want to
man.
be. I don't want to be at the club and don't get in. I want to go
okay,
in.
all right,
So
Listen, man.
it's one that because I'm thinking about Jennings basketball, right?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So my man at Jennings, who never took a 3-point shot, he was in the. He's probably in 2000, maybe early 2000.
In 2003,
What's his name?
Sanjay Watt.
Listen, man.
did you put Darren Brooks on the list? Is Darren Brooks on the
Aaron
list?
Brooks is on my list.
That's what I'm saying.
Sanjay
We
Watts
ain't
was
talking Kelly things. We ain't talking about Jerome crossover. Like,
And
Dang.
and Jerome and Kelly Thames.
Yes.
Kelly
yeah,
Thames probably for
yeah,
sure gotta be
yeah,
on the list.
Was a
yes,
pro
yes.
until he blew out his knee. Was a pro. Oh man, let's do this. Come on. Let's do it.
So
I said,
that's a
So
mean
I think
tree, man.
my personal opinion for tonight only. I think we throw out names and just discuss names, and then we come back with the 25.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying let's just throw the names out today. And then what we do
Man,
is
I don't want no security, man. I'm gonna have to get security,
listen,
man.
listen, man, you
I know
don't
all
gotta
these
be a
guys.
part
Y'all
of
know
it,
these
man.
guys. I'm
Because
the oldest
listen,
one on this pool, man. I know all
hey,
these guys.
hey, listen, it's okay because see, this is what's gonna happen. When we drop the list, the full list, right? It's gonna be on social media and it's
Well, I
just gonna
think we
be is
should
what
have
it
Earl
is.
Austin a part of this conversation because he even
We
wrote a book
we
on it.
we are, but it's okay. So Earl is probably the most unbiased person for sure, right? The problem with that is too, though, is that Earl is a historian, and you're gonna have guys on there that we've never seen play. I've never seen
But
JoJo White ever.
right, but what I'm saying is, so what's the criteria from what year to what?
I think it's of all
Because I
time.
saw Pee Wee Leonard play in high school. I saw him.
Yeah, I didn't see Pee Wee Leonard play.
I saw Mouse Collins play in high school. I did.
Which Pat, this is
I
the
saw
reason.
Roland and Monroe
This
play in
this
high
is the
school.
reason why you
I
give
did.
us balance. He's
See,
giving us balance. So
no,
this gives us
see,
balance.
So this is the thing. I think you do create the boundary of the
So we're
years.
gonna go through years.
Yeah, because so we can't go all the way back to Sean Tunstall. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because
But
that's too far, man. I never
that's
saw
my
Sean
year.
Tunstall play.
I saw Sean Tunsil play.
You might have. I didn't.
That's your problem. That ain't
So
got nothing to do with
so
my.
so
He on my
so we
list.
so we gonna go from '96 to now. In the
I think
last,
I really
or you
think
gonna say in the last 25 years or the last
Man,
30
no,
years?
man, no. Hey, fella,
Go.
we
You
cannot
gonna go with the last
exclude.
30 years?
nah, man, we could go to the 90s, 1990.
I say 80.
You say 80?
1980.
That's 45 years, man.
Because here's the thing. You got some
Frazier,
good,
you got both of your uncles and cousins in that.
but
Facts.
they ain't Metro though. They're not Metro.
No, they ain't from
But
the
I'm
St. Louis area.
They're not from St. Louis.
okay. So what I'm saying is, you we gonna make a list, and 85% of the viewing audience is probably uh, John
Google.
Perez.
Google.
So you gonna sell them on Herco Ivy, who played at Iowa
And
State
guess
and
what?
got
And guess what?
buckets.
And guess what? Herkel Ivy is on his list too.
It's on my list.
And then you got Randy Reed at K State.
I see. I didn't even get a chance to list all of them. I stopped writing them down because I'm like, man, this ain't right. So
Hold up.
okay.
I got
So
one. I got one better for you. I got one better for you. Who you got on the list? David Thirdkill.
I have David Thurkill on there.
So then,
Well, he's an NBA right? But Craig
I got one
Upchurch,
even better than that.
you
Where I
never saw
coached,
Craig, John,
but I have one better than
and
that because
Craig went to Houston right after Elijah won. Now,
okay.
and I had another one on the list that played at Maplewood where I coached, Matthew H. I did the history on him. He went to Michigan State.
yeah, they were really good in the '80s. They were
Yeah.
really good in the '80s.
Yeah.
So
See.
all right, let's okay. We'll go with the 90. Let's go from 90 on.
Yeah, because like
I'm
it's
out.
90,
it's two.
90, 90, 95 to 2025.
I think we need to go 95 to 2025, bro.
Let's do
Because
it.
when you start,
That's 30-year window.
yeah, when you start doing JoJo White and Anthony Biden, like Melvin Robinson and all them, like, come on, bro.
Hey, but hold up,
Melvin Morrow.
But here's the
Not
thing, though.
Melvin Robinson. Melvin Morrow at Southwest, class of '88.
But Pat,
Melvin Robinson went to the Vito.
yeah, he went to the
Went to
I
video.
know
Memphis.
him, but he got his hat handed to him by Big Melvin. I was around, actually around. They might have lost, but
Okay.
Coach Melvin, that coach at City Rec, gave a lot of buckets out here, a whole bunch of them,
That's
a
why I'm
whole
saying
bunch of them.
for me, it was a lot of pros that these kids don't know. They don't know them. But there was a lot of pros back then.
Yeah, but there also were a lot of guys. Like, you got to understand. So I graduated class of '89. We didn't get a 3-point shot until '86.
Damn.
So all of these guys who scored all these buckets, they was doing it with no 3-point shot, bro.
Damn,
Like,
Grandpa.
you get what I'm saying? Yeah, Paw Pat. That's what they call me, baby. So
Hey,
what
we
I'm
got to
saying,
change
John.
his name to Paw Pat.
But think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Pistol, shotgun, the Gant boys, uh, Floyd's first team. There was no 3-pointer, and they were scoring 100 points. There was no 3-point. In '88, Vashon averaged down to 90 points a game with no 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. Craig Upchurch was Darius Miles before Darius, bro. A hurt back is what kept him from being a pro. Nobody knows about. He hasn't come back since he left to go to Houston. Nobody has seen him. He don't even come back to St. Louis. Ask anybody that competed against Craig Upchurch. 6'8", 6'9", could do everything. Craig and Chucky Moorhead. Rest in peace, Chucky Moorhead.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go from
Then
the
you got
90s on, man.
my little brother Claude Blue, that was at Sodan. Went to Fresno, got a ton of buckets. So I'm just saying, but they class of '91.
All right.
You got S. Dot in them class. You know Sean called them. You got they was loaded. It was guard heavy. So I think if we move it to maybe 95, more people be more familiar because a lot of those guys are around right now to have this argument.
I actually agree with Pat. That's probably one of the
Listen, I'm the only one on here ain't from St. Louis originally. It's okay. I'm gonna ride with y'all. Let's do it.
no. It ain't
95
even say
also.
it ain't. So it ain't
What is
about
Larry
you
Hughes?
riding with us.
Larry Hughes is class of 96,
98. I mean 90,
98.
90 he graduated from high school in 90 he, uh
I think it was 96 or 97.
95, 96.
No, it's
96,
95, I think.
95, because he played at St. Louis U. Our last run at for NCAA tournament was 98. So it's 97, 98 was his year at St. Louis U. Man, I was
Right.
at the
So
time.
he class of 97.
Yeah, he's 97.
He played 1 year.
What
And
what year did Chris Carroll will come out?
Chris Carrawell would have been 95, 96, somewhere in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think you probably start there
Okay.
Jihadi now.
because
That
Jahadi
was
them,
Biden them was 94.
Lauren Woods.
It was 95,
Yeah.
96. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you start around that era only simply because most people that's like my age. I mean, I saw them play a lot, but everybody ain't gonna be a basketball historian as far as understanding the facts and understanding this top 25 or top 50 list of great players. And there's gonna be a lot of guys in the last maybe 10 to 15 years that might get snubbed from being in the top 50 only simply because we was talking about the old genre of Craig Upchurch and Pee Wee Leonard and all Melvin Robinson and all those guys, Miles, all them guys need to be excluded from. They need to be in the Hall of Fame.
Maybe we
We'll
say
throw them in the
maybe
Hall
that's
of
our
Fame.
Hall of Fame. That's our Hall of Fame group.
Yeah,
Boom.
we'll throw them in. We'll throw them in the Hall of Fame. But I would say this: just throw me out a couple names that we can kind of talk about, debate about. I would even say one better for you that when you look at probably this list that we're talking about, there probably could be tiers of who is who in the top 50, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because people like Jason Tatum and Brad Bill and David Lee, um, Joe, in my opinion, Joe Sheldon McKinney. Like you start naming some of them guys, they're in different tier than some of the other guys. Oh, Darius Miles. Them
Mm-hmm.
guys are in different tiers, in my opinion, when it came to the landscape of high school basketball, the impact on it when they were playing in the St. Louis metro area. Like Darius
So
Miles was probably
I
the
have a
first
question.
big we saw that got buckets in transition, crossover, dunks, uh, could shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Average, maybe above average for somebody that was 6'10", 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah. You got it.
I want to say this. The difficulty with this list, and me and Corey had a conversation a few years back, and they said in the last, it might have been 15 years at the time, who did I think had the greatest high school career? And you remember this, Corey?
Yep.
And I said, are we talking only at your local high school, or are we talking what you did AAU and all of these different other things? So everybody said only at your high school. And I didn't pick Jason.
he don't he don't go down as one. He only won one state
You know,
title.
and I told Corey it's Cartier Gordon or
Mm.
EJ Liddell.
Mm.
Ooh. Hold up. Dwayne Polk won 3 state titles on a loaded team. And he was still the man.
He didn't lead them 3 times though.
He led them twice. And the last time he led them, he ended up being, I think,
It
scoring
should
the
have
most
won
points.
4 if he don't break his ankle. So I mean his kneecap.
If
He
he don't,
went 4 in a row.
if he
You
don't
know.
break
So
his kneecap, he wins 4 for sure. So
so I can't argue with Dwayne. I can't argue with Dwayne, but this is what I tell people. My pick for EJ was this. EJ beat every team in Missouri.
Sure did. That year, he did do that.
He beat every team in Missouri. And
I,
Illinois basketball, hold on, is considered, it's all subjective, a better brand of basketball.
I don't know how.
You got to go through Chicago, man. We gonna act like Chicago and Springfield, Illinois ain't got no ringers.
They got
They got
some. I would
ringers,
say
dog.
this:
It's
the last 5 years,
historically it ain't.
yeah, historically though, yes. Right now though,
But
you
I'm
talking about the current landscape of it. The last 5 years,
but see
Chicago basketball been trash.
but the conversation we had was a few years back. It was right after EJ went off to school.
Yeah.
So
So it's been a
EJ
lot
has
of
And look,
years.
spent a few
this
years.
only pushback I'm gonna give to. He did beat all the St. Louis teams. The only thing I'm gonna give him is they beat the V, and he showed out. Mario McKee didn't play the whole first half due to disciplinary reasons.
No, we
And
ain't doing that, John.
yeah,
'Cause he ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. He listen. But hold on. It was more. It
hey
was more
Corey,
to it though.
hey Corey, I had to do it right. Corey, I had to
It was
do it.
more.
It's only
Listen.
right.
It was more to it though. This was another reason. When EJ Liddell left Belleville, he's the all-time scoring. He's the all-time rebound. He's the
Wow.
all-time blocks. When he left out, he took everything with him, and he won 2 state championships in Illinois, and he beat every team in Missouri that he played.
All right, I'll give you that.
So
I,
listen,
I ain't
we
gonna, I
all
ain't gonna
know,
give you.
we know, John, we know who we ride with. Come on, dog. When we've been fair and honest, right? We've been.
No,
If
we been
you
we been
can't take
honest.
some of these kids, you can't take some of the guys that we watch play, put them on Belleville team and say they're gonna win too. But you can put EJ on a bunch of these teams over here, and boy, it changed the landscape. Keep it funky. Keep it funky, John.
What say you?
Who else played with him? Who else played with him?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
He had another. That's the point. He had another guy
He had the
that
little point
eventually
guard.
got there.
No,
He had
he
the
had
little
he
No,
point
had he
guard.
had, he had
Malachi
Brazil.
played with him.
Yeah.
He
He
had
had
No,
Brazil.
Brazil.
He had
but
Brazil. He had
listen,
Brazil.
Football.
He had
He
Brazil.
had Big
Hold
Keith.
up.
He had Big Keith.
He had
Football.
he
Brazil
had the
and Big
Malachi
Keith
kid that played at Gonzaga.
Yep. Super
Remember?
ball. Yep.
and Malachi. Come on, bro.
But he was so good.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Here's the
That's
thing
my
though.
point. But
We ain't have
but
no
we know we.
scrubs.
But here's the thing: we can name Cam, Kobe, Mario. We can name them without a question. We
Yeah,
had to think about who he played
that
with. That's
that was
how
more
good he was.
that was more visible. Hold up now.
No, man,
Hold
let's
up.
gotta
Hold
be
up. Hold
honest.
up now. Hold up now. Hold up now. Mario McKinney changed the landscape of basketball when it came to
Social
social
media.
media driven.
Social media. He was the first one.
Yes,
He did. He did.
yes,
Hoodie Rio.
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
you took
He,
Mario and put him somewhere and they was gonna win. Just like EJ Liddell. Don't think about it.
listen,
Mario McKinney did
Mario.
win.
Mario was a cultural phenom in basketball, bro.
Yeah.
The impact that that kid
He
had on
won 3 state titles
basketball.
too.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. I'm not fronting on him, but in that head-to-head matchup,
It's an asterisk because he didn't play the whole first half.
hey, what does that got to do with EJ and his behavior?
Nothing.
What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna punish one kid for the other kid's situation. It don't
You
work
know
like
what?
that.
So
what?
so who would be? So we got EJ. We talked about Mario, right? We talked about Joey Shelton. We talked about Jimmy McKinney. Talked about Jason Tatum or what have you. I think we have to shift to some guys who were really dominant. Um, that you saw their dominance from high school to college, and they moved on from there. With your Darius Miles, who never went to college, because that's huge to say that. But then also Larry Hughes, who did it at CBC along with Justin Tatum, did
Freshman of the
it
year in college,
did it at
NCAA.
listen, did it the stuff he was doing at St. Louis U when I was there was crazy. But then I went to a game one time, and I'm watching um, Joey Shelton, and I'm watching Jimmy McKinney Sr. play, and I'm like blown away. But then you go around somewhere else, you got to look at on the Illinois side some guys that were really good at the time. Is looking at Mo Baker.
Yep.
That you gotta look at him, who did what he did at Madison, went to Oklahoma State,
Right.
played in the G forever. You feel what I'm saying? To
Newcomer of the year in the Big
come of
12.
the year, all of that. So you have to
Yeah.
shift to that, because now you're talking about guys who put in the work and did it, dominated over there. You got your, I don't know if Clag might be before the '95 era.
Flag 91.
So he's
He
before.
not qualified for this
So he wouldn't be
conversation.
qualified.
Yeah.
91.
He
Yeah.
excluded.
So he
He
goes to the.
excluded from this conversation.
So I think there's some players
He's he's
that we
before Larry now.
right. So you got your
The Venice Menace.
right. So you got your Brad Bills and all of those guys. Who are some other names of players as we're going through our list? I'm looking at mine again. Since y'all
Cam
just
Bishop.
got my polar list up, I don't even know where to start at no more.
Cameron B. Shot.
Cameron Bishop,
May he rest in peace.
6'8", rest in peace. Cam might been one of the sharpest shooters that I've ever coached. Um, in terms of just putting the ball in the basket. High school career at Cardinal Ritter made them go. Um, he gave Marvin Hill championships as well. Um, and I'm gonna do this because it's my opinion. I'm gonna go with Brian Allen, who won 2 state championships, was an
Okay.
all-time scorer in the state, was an all-time three-point shooter in the state. I think he was top 10 in threes, and he was in the top 5 behind Anthony Bean from with Bernie, Missouri, in
No,
steals.
he's number one. He's
So
number one.
there you go. So I'm gonna say that because that's what things that I saw
I
from.
got I got one for you that that was must see TV that had some great like rivalry type games with Brad Bill and
BJ
and
Young,
BJ Young.
I
Bob.
didn't want to say it because I didn't want to
Bob
sound like I was favoring him. I didn't
Bob
want to
was
mention Bob.
Bob
Yeah.
was a bad man.
He only played one full year of varsity ball, though. It's unfortunately.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
Bob was a
Still,
bad man.
yeah.
Do you hear me?
I hear you. I saw him.
That group, though, the Killer Bees, Bob, Brad, and BJ. Ben. I'm sorry.
And
BJ,
Ben,
Ben, and
You
Brad.
got
The
you got
Killer
to talk.
Bees.
You
yeah,
got to talk about
John,
Ben
we had
McLemore.
plenty of meetings about them boys, John. We knew we had some with them 3 boys when they went into high school. It was like, this
did
is
we
going
not
to be
have plenty
crazy.
of meetings about him?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
BJ couldn't get it together, though. And
I,
Ben
I
left
would.
the
I would.
state.
You have
So,
to throw in a Patrick McCall too as well.
yeah, he
And
came after. We were just talking about
yeah.
that group, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
But I don't, but so like
definitely.
even
But
for
Pat,
me though,
another
like
one, Pat, Pat left the state.
and for me, Pat Moore was I don't know if I'm gonna look at
Unfortunately, some of our guys went to.
prep
prep
schools.
schools.
He had a
Yeah,
solid career at CBC. Just
That's the thing
Bob
though.
McCormick and them, we won a state with him and Jordan.
But that's the thing though
And
for
then
me. Like Pat was more of a, in my opinion, he was more of a guy that really figured it out in college
he did. When he went to
and
UNLV. Yep.
like
yeah,
Brighton Hobbs was
a
so
prime
damn
example.
good in high
Yeah,
school, but he
yeah.
didn't tap into his potential until he went
Got
to
to college.
college and he became
So so
unbelievable.
so
You know,
again, when we talk about this top 25 to top 50 list, and so everybody knows you are tuned in to Gloves Off, the podcast, the one and only St. Louis. I'm your co-host John Elvin. You got Corey Frazier and our special guest who's always going to drop in on us and spit some knowledge, Coach Pat. We're talking about this top 25 men's basketball list of all time for St. Louis, and a lot of these guys that names that we're mentioning, it comes full circle with some of them, but some of them don't make the list only simply because they wasn't great high school basketball players, but they turned out to be guys that end up being pros and making a
Right.
lot of money, whether it's the NBA or overseas.
Oh, I got one. He was definitely box office. He ducked no smoke, and if he said he's gonna give you 30, you was gonna get it. Jordan Goodwin.
Mm. Hold up, I
Hey,
got and
gangster.
listen, and this is not listen, and this ain't the
If
speed
he
over Jordan.
said he was gonna
Hey,
give
look,
it to you, you
this
was
ain't
gonna get it.
this ain't the speed over Jordan Goodwin because Jordan was special because he just had the dog,
That it. He had
the
it,
it
man.
the it mentality. He didn't care who he played against. He was gonna compete at a high level. If you thought you was more talented than him, you was gonna have to show it. But and this one goes further back. But I hate we did not bring his name up. We didn't say nothing about him. Gerald Witherspoon
Facts.
was a bucket. Was a absolute bucket. What he did when he came to the V that 1 year, when Cardinal Ritter played the shine, and he was a bucket.
So let me ask y'all a question. What if you are a diamond who went to ROTC,
He don't make
carried
the
a
list.
bad team for 4 years,
He don't make the
tons of
list.
buckets? Okay.
Say the name.
Again, because we just said we talking about top 50. Does Diamond make the list? Like it's
Hey,
unfortunate that
hey,
he went to a bad school.
Diamond was special. Hey,
I'm
look,
so
and
saying, like,
he still might be able to go get somebody some buckets right now. I'm gonna add a name because we ain't crossed 270 in St. Charles. Ryan Robinson at St. Charles West
Yeah.
was a problem. Ryan Robinson
I'm
was a
gonna throw a name out. I'm gonna throw a name out here. Well, I'm a since we are talking in the last 25 years, I'm gonna stay out 270, and I'm going with Big Caden Grind.
mm,
Mm,
okay. I can
yeah.
dig that.
So okay, since we doing that, since we going different hoods, I'm gonna throw you one from Chesterfield who went to Marquette.
Slater.
Troy Slayton.
Slater. Slater.
So
I couldn't
listen,
stand what his daddy had to say because when he got to go, his daddy talked about it all the time.
yeah, his daddy
Oh my
said a lot
God.
of outlandish.
So
He said a lot of
okay,
outlandish stuff, but he is who he
okay.
is. We ain't gonna
So
slight
let
him for
me
that.
let me let me throw two kids names out, two young men names who are still very active in the basketball world. They both, a lot of the times, we in these conversations, people try to exclude like Corey because Corey coached three. Hey,
Yeah.
so we want to go five. So I'm gonna throw two names out here in class five, and they had to go through some dogs to get them. Courtney Ramey
Mm,
Mm.
and Drew Hanlon.
Oh damn. Ooh.
okay.
And
They
Debatable.
Drew
go.
did.
They both got two.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
and
would say
Drew.
this.
Class five. Class five.
What Courtney
Yes,
Raymond
sir.
did, Courtney Raymond did at the time, I didn't see. I knew he could go. I didn't know he could put it on his back and go like he did. But people don't understand about this. Courtney Raymond is a winner. He just know
He a
how to win.
winner.
He know how to win. The Drew Hanlon, I think, is debatable a little bit for the simple fact, um, he had some stuff with him though. He did
He
beat
beat Jesse Perry,
he did beat Jesse Perry.
Hold
Kenny,
up. Hold up now.
Caleb.
Hold up.
He
Hold up
beat a
now.
really good gateway team to get there. And Courtney
Did,
came down on
Did
Grand
he
and
beat
got
McClure? He
one.
beat McClure North.
He beat.
yeah, he won it all.
You know what? Zip that up.
But hold
That
up.
ain't debatable.
But hold up though.
He got
Drew.
Randy
Well,
Reed.
let's talk
He
about
got
it.
him.
Courtney or Drew?
Okay.
Courtney or
Courtney,
Drew?
who you taking, Courtney or Drew? Because Drew
I'm
Drew,
taking
like I
Courtney
said,
because
Drew went down there and beat a real good Gateway team who was probably number 1, number 2 team in the state.
Courtney
Courtney
beat
had.
y'all at home. Courtney beat y'all at home.
Hold up now.
He did come to
Courtney beat you at home.
Hold up now.
Hey, listen, that's a
Hey,
milestone.
that was the most controversial game.
For the people.
Hey, hold up now. Hold up, Pat.
Pat,
I got
listen
one
to him.
question for
Listen
you,
to
though,
him.
Pat.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
I got one
I
question
gotta
for
hear
you,
this
Pat.
one. Say it again, Judge.
It was the most controversial foul call with 0.2 seconds, whatever it was.
But
Was
y'all
it
was
or
at
was
home
it
though.
not?
You was at home.
The most controversial foul call was when y'all beat that team from Kansas City. and Mouse and T-Man called a bucket and ran off the court.
Hey, listen. That's called home court. That just is what it is.
Then.
That ain't home. That home cooking. That was.
But listen though, come on now, Pat. You was at the game.
Yes.
The ball is going out of bounds. You call a loose ball reach and foul for the man to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws to win the game.
Hey, John.
And he had Courtney on his team.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Hold up.
Hold on. What we ain't gonna do is we ain't gonna say who we had on this team because Jimmy had Nick, and we ain't doing that.
Ooh, I forgot about Nick.
We ain't doing that. We not gonna do that.
Let's go back.
And Joey had both of them. We ain't doing that.
Hear me out. I'm only saying that in the context of when we were talking about the Drew versus Courtney Raymond, who we taking from Webster. That's what I was
taking Courtney.
Okay, I'm taking Drew.
You flip, but hold up. You brought up a name. Forget that. I ain't letting that one go.
Nick Kern.
I forgot to mention Nick Kern.
Bobo.
Tonio Bobo. All of them. But Nick, forget that.
Come on, man. What we doing?
Let's talk about Nick Kern. Nick Kern.
Yeah, John. I see you over there looking.
Went toe to toe with who? Who did he go toe to toe with?
Brian.
LeBron.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that right now. Like
he went toe to toe with him for sure.
We could talk about.
He went toe to toe with D Miles too, for the record.
Nick Kern Sr. was a bad man.
Toe to toe against Melo too.
I don't care who you name he played against. Nick Kern was a bad man. Like, listen, I got chills talking about that dude. That dude was nice.
Kern, Nick was special, but Nick probably, if you go back and look at the squad, Nick might have been the best player on the team.
Dude, he might have been the best player. He arguably is one of the best players that come out of the state of Missouri.
Jimmy told me this. This is what Jimmy told me. Jimmy said I had to work really hard to do what Nick used to just wake up and be able to do.
Ooh, that's saying a lot.
That's what Jimmy said. That's a hell of a compliment to play to a man. Because anybody that saw Jimmy McKinney thought he was a pro.
He was a pro.
Without question. The way he is the quintessential pro slash in the game right now today.
Yeah.
Anybody that saw it knew it. And for him to say that about his friend, and it's his friend now, they buddies. But for him to say that, I was like, okay, I respect that. He said, man, I had to work hard as hell. And Nick just used to wake up better than us.
Yeah.
Man,
we got some work to do, fellas. I promise you that. We got some work to do.
Well, what I say we're gonna do is we'll put out a filler as far as the criteria on what people think the criteria should be, and we'll come up with a consensus in the next week once we make a post on it.
I got a question before we go any further. Kevin McCullough, what year was he?
Brentwood, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that him and Thug? That might have been. That's
before 90. That's before 94.
Yeah.
He's a walking bucket now. I just thought I'd say that.
Yeah. Kevin.
Walking bucket.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, this is gonna be very, very interesting. And I ain't gonna lie, I love the gloves.
What year is Smokey? What year is Smokey?
He on my list. I think Smokey might have been
Smokey Evans.
Yeah.
Corneretta, yeah.
He's on my list.
We gotta get Yeah.
with Lauren Woods and Chris Carroll. I think I had them like right back, and also had Blake Ahern.
And that's the thing. I mean, it don't hurt to say the top 5 from each school. That might be something we could do later on down the line,
True that.
whatever, for Gloves Off podcast. But for the sake of it and the hot topics, I think we need to stay with the top 25 to 50, whatever we're gonna call it. And go with that, because I mean it's gonna be the most debatable, the
So
most
what
talked.
we gonna go by points?
Oh, it ain't.
Everything. I
It's
think
gonna be everything.
everything. And here's my thing. I don't want to put a cap on for the sake of conversation. I don't want to put a cap on there. So the goalpost gonna be moved.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's gonna be moved.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at dominance of a basketball player in high school.
What's my man? Villanova. Big Mark son.
Oh, you talking
Demetri.
about
Out at the coach at Whitfield High School, Gary Buchanan.
Gary Buchanan.
Gary Buchanan.
Yes.
He was a bucket.
Yeah.
Does he qualify?
He qualified.
Yeah, he's in a 94 range, 95.
What about Sticks?
Sticks is
Sticks
with
qualified
me.
also.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the list. I would even say this. You might need to do a 10-year window span of the top 25 and for every 10 years or every 15 years, because it's so many great players. No, you know what? Scrap all that, man.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do what we said we're gonna do.
We're gonna do what we said we were gonna do. And look, we're gonna rub.
We need to call this cop podcast. I might need security because we're gonna be fighting with some guys who ain't get on that list, boy. I don't feel like it. I done had enough fights.
Hey, listen,
you know
man.
it, John.
Hey, listen, man. You Coach Pat, man.
I know, man.
Man, you didn't. Man, you didn't duke it out. How many times, man, you didn't duked it out and made up?
Right, but everybody ain't like you because I've been knowing you since you was a youngin'. So, and your daddy was my OG. So I can argue with you if we be friends. Some of these other guys, it might not be the same. I don't know their daddy.
Well, man, hey, listen, it's been a pleasure and an honor to definitely talk to y'all, two people I respect in the game. John, we know we go back. Pat, go back to I still remember it like it was yesterday at the High Point Cafe on a what night was it? Open mic night?
Yes, on Monday.
On a Monday. Boy, I supposed to been at Maplewood at work. I'm at High Point Cafe at open mic night, and we talk and whatever. And we've been rocking ever since then. So that tells you how far we go back. But I'm an hour ahead of y'all. Therefore, I need to go home. So we definitely need to pick back up.
Right.
People, please do. John, close us out, baby.
Hey, listen. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Definitely for the first episode and the first season of Gloves Off podcast. You are tuned in to you, the co-host, John Albert, your other co-host, Corey Frazier, and our special guest that's going to pop in and out, as always, Coach Pat.
We got to catch
Pat.
We got to make sure we catch
above. But make sure you're tuning in each week. We're going to always have something special for you. Thank you for tuning in, folks.
All right.
All right, so I just